All right, before we jump into images, let's talk about what this section is all about. First, we're going to discuss the basics of images and the concepts that you're going to need, and what is actually in an image, and just as importantly, what isn't in one. Then we're going to talk a little bit about how to find images on the internet, and we'll actually go and look at some and dive into that whole process of finding good images and how to manage those images once we've downloaded them or created them on our own machines. And then we'll jump into the fun part of actually making our own images. So before we start playing with images and learning how to use them for containers, we probably want to step into what exactly is in an image and what isn't. The way I like to explain it is very simple. It's the application binaries and dependencies for your app and the metadata on how to run it. But if we went to the official definition, it would be an image is an ordered collection of root file system changes and the corresponding execution parameters for use within a container runtime. But I like my version better. So inside this image, there's not actually a complete OS. There's no kernel modules like drivers. It's really just the binaries that your application needs because the host provides the kernel. And that's one of the distinct characteristics around containers that makes it different from a virtual machine, is that it's not booting up a full operating system. It's really just starting an application. And that image can be really small. It can be a single file. If you're, for instance, using Go, one of Go's features is that it can build a static binary and have a single file as your application. So you could do that. Or you could have a very big image that's actually using some distribution like Ubuntu with its own package manager built in, and where you've installed Apache and PHP and your source code and all the added modules you need, and you can have it multiple gigabytes.